In Commitment 2024, Republican presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy spent the day campaigning in South Carolina.
He first stopped at Winthrop University and ended the night at Wofford College in Spartanburg. Our Carlos Flores was there and spoke with Ramaswamy in a one-on-one exclusive interview. He joins us live with more. Carlos.
Nigel, Carroll, Vivek Ramaswamy has slowly started to build a name for himself throughout this Republican primary, especially after a strong showing in the first Republican debate. And tonight he tells me he has no intentions of slowing down. Putting pen to paper, Republican presidential hopeful Vivek Ramaswamy officially added his name on the ballot in South Carolina. Tonight at Wofford, the Ohio businessman discussed foreign policy and spoke to young voters. In an exclusive interview with WYFF News 4, Ramaswamy touched on the attack in Israel, describing it as heinous and barbaric, but says the U.S. and Israel must find out what went wrong.
What the heck happened with the combination of U.S. intelligence and Israeli intelligence and the Israeli defense response here? I mean, that was botched so badly that this can't be a question reserved for later. This has to be a question we have to answer now.
While leaders in Washington, D.C. work on a response to the war in Israel, Congress remains at a standstill after Representative Kevin McCarthy was removed as Speaker of the House last week. Ramaswamy says the country has bigger problems than who will be the next Speaker of the House.
That's what I want to focus more on, not in the boring politics of who's the nanny, effectively, for a couple hundred people in Congress. That's less important than defining who we are, what we stand for, and what our top priority items are. That's where I'm focused.
Ramaswamy looks to pick up momentum leading into Super Tuesday, but faces an uphill battle as former President Donald Trump, former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley, and Senator Tim Scott all have strong followings in South Carolina. He says because he's so different, it'll set him apart.
We need a new generation to lead us forward, revive our missing national identity, shut down the deep state, declare independence from China. Yes, those are important things to do, but it will take a new leader to get us there, and I'm that leader.
Now, I asked voters their impressions of Ramaswamy during his visit. People tell me they like how he's quick, how he's smart, and how he's young. And I asked, how do you think if he can win South Carolina? Many tell me they need to see more before they can make a final decision. Now, to put things in perspective, according to the latest Winthrop poll, among Republican voters, Ramaswamy places fifth behind Trump, Haley, DeSantis, and Scott in that order. But for now, live in Greenville, Carlos Flores, WYFF News 4.